The number 3 in-season trade, Mike Haynes to the Raiders.
The Raiders had to be having a party after that trade was consummated.
Just win, David.
Oh, by the way, you're gonna have Mike Haynes here and Lester Hayes over there. We'll just have 2 lockdown corners. That was an iconic trade for them in their history.
In 1983, Pro Bowl cornerback Mike Haynes was holding out. The Raiders pounced, but almost too late.
So the Haynes trade was not submitted before the deadline, so it ended up in court. Huge surprise. Raiders, NFL, in court. Who would guess?
You gotta love the Raiders in the 80s. A lot of their big stories involve court.
I'm from Los Angeles, and so for me it was an opportunity to go home and play in front of my family and friends, place, city I grew up in.
The Raiders won their day in court and added a future Hall of Famer.
If you're looking for an ideal corner to play, other than me, of course, my size, would be Mike Haynes. Mike could have made All-Pro as a wide receiver, but just that good. He'd lull you to sleep and think you're getting away, but next thing you know, you turn and Mike is all over you.
He was still in his prime, and he would have several more Pro Bowl seasons after this.
First day I saw him in El Segundo, he walked in. I said, you know, Mike, we can get this done, but you being here playing for the Raiders, we will go to the Super Bowl.
The 80s Raiders were prophets. Haynes' future cornerback partner predicted the trade 8 months before it happened.
Lester's first Pro Bowl, I guess it might be where we first met, and he said to me, "You're going to be a Raider. I have talked to the stars, or it is foretold that you will wear the silver and black." And sure enough, later that year, I'm a Raider. And I said, "Lester, do you remember?" He goes, "Hey, you can't beat destiny. It is destined that you're going to be here."
He was able to step right in and play at a high level immediately.
The price was a first and a second round pick. The result was arguably the best cornerback tandem in NFL history.
When the Raiders got Mike Haynes, they said, "Oh my God, we got it all now. Put him on the other side of Lester. You can forget about anybody throwing on you."
Stout back, sets up, delivers one to Sweeney, interception. Haynes, 18-yard line, 15, 10, touchdown Raiders!
When Haynes hooked up with Lester Hayes, it formed, a great tandem for cornerbacks, and not many teams like going against the Raiders back in that era.
Well, you put those guys on the edges, guys couldn't get off the line of scrimmage. That was a fun theater out there watching those guys play.
You guys were magnificent, dominated. We deserve to be the champs.
Their destiny was complete in January. 3 months after the trade, the Raiders were champions.
Think of the 83 Redskins as like the 98 Vikings, or the 2007 Patriots with Brady, Welker, and Moss, and the Raiders completely shut them down, and it was because they're corners. That trade cannot be underestimated. I don't know that the Raiders win that Super Bowl without Mike Haynes.